Hi to all of my Cancer Collective. This is Zaida Velgara from Becoming I Am, here to give you your reading for March 2026. I hope you enjoy it. Now, thank you for everybody that's been watching me for a hot minute, but those ones that are new, let me just give you the 411 of how this rolls. I like astrology. I believe that the astrology is being strongly infected by our tarot. So I usually pick 4 events on the month that will be affecting all of us. And then I use tarot oracle cards to give you information of how that will be affecting you specifically. And then in the end, I pull out some regular tarot. I hope you enjoy it. So starting off, we're going to talk about March 3rd. March 3rd, there is an eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse, so a blood moon in the sign of Taurus. So it feels very much like a removal or the initiation of a removal of something that has been holding you back. And because of that, I'm going to be using my blind spot oracle to kind of like tell you what it is that it's going to be revealed to you, like this aha moment, holy crap, this is how I've been sabotaging myself moment. And then you will be working through the whole month removing it. Okay. So this deck, oh, we have two. This deck, it's sigils. In other words, symbols that are used to activate a certain thing in your mind space. And the symbols are made so when you use them, when you're meditating and doing your spiritual work, you can kind of clear things out. So the first one that comes out is number 3. Number 3 here, this is the symbol, and I'm holding it up so that if you want to screenshot it for your meditative work, it's here, okay? Sigil number 3 says their motives. Their motives is your blind spot. And then the second thing that comes out, wow, it's 33. We have 333 here. That's kind of intense. So this is number 33, and number 33 comes out with the symbol saying shame. Their motives and shame. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of information as to each one. I'm going to read from the book so that you know the message behind it. Okay. So number 3, their motives. If you draw the sigil, you are not seeing the true motivation of of the other person, or perhaps multiple other people involved in this situation. Unfortunately, if you want, if what you were unaware of were their positive intentions, you would have drawn a sigil that assists with your own fears and distortions. This sigils, though, assists with situations where a person has motivations or intentions that are not in alignment with your own best interests, or perhaps they have motivations that are not in alignment with their own best interest. What I'm seeing with that one is straight up, you think a person's good and this person is sketch, and they have some underlying desire to do with you, and they're telling you watch out. I mean, that one's kind of freaky, because I think you're thinking, you're thinking, Cancer, that, oh, this person's so nice, or they're helping me out so much, or blah, 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 blah. And this person's straight up sketch. The second thing that comes out is shame. If you draw this sigil, you are not seeing or admitting to your shame. You need to attend to your shame. Shame is one of the most misunderstood aspects of social behavior. You know what? I'm going to tell you what this is all about. This is what my guides told me is the theme of 2026, which is La pena es el amigo del jodete. And that's the same as pity or shame, because in Spanish, a word can mean many different things. Pity or shame are bedfellows with go fuck yourself. Okay. So if you have too much pity for a person, they will use that victim mentality to get the better of you. But if you're shameful about something that you say you are, and this person is triggering that shame, you'll want to do something, even though something inside of you is telling you not to do it, because you feel shame about the fact that you're not exactly who you say you are. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that's making sense. This is really big for people, Cancer, specifically people that say, let's say they say, oh, I'm a healer, and then they have a person that walks into the door and this person is sketch, have bad intentions. You see, oh, they're so good. I can see their potential. And then when you're working with them, you see that they're not improving, they're not getting any better, etc. And then later on, they come back and you already been burned by this person, but there's a shame inside of you. Like, I say I'm a healer and I say I'm a good person, but I'm not trying to help this person and I'm not trying to heal this person. So then, am I really a healer or am I really a good person? That is what they're banking on. That is what they're banking on. They're banking on your shame for you to give them another opportunity when they know fucking well that they're not going to do a damn thing to help in that situation. They're going to use you. They're walking in through your door to screw you in the ass and then walk out like they did the last time. And right here is exactly the depiction of la pena es el amigo del jódete. Because what it's saying is, if I have shame in myself and I decide to take this person on because I'm shameful that I wasn't able to complete what I said I was, that's ego, okay? When you're a healer, and this is just for the person that came out through, when you're a healer, you're a healer. You're not the creator of the beginning, the end, and everything in between. Okay, you're a healer. You are a person that facilitates the healing process of another person, but that means that the other person has to put in at least 75% of the work, because your job is not to carry them. Your job is to give seeds 25%, and their job is to take the seeds, to bury the seeds, tend to the seeds, get them enough water, get them enough. And these are just, I'm just giving you an example, but, they're supposed to be doing the majority of the work. And if you feel like you didn't do enough when you did everything you possibly could and this person didn't do anything with the stuff that you gave them, then you have to question your motives. And that's the biggest thing that I can tell you right now. It's like, I feel like this eclipse is going to have you really put a mirror in front of your face and question your motives. Why am I doing this? Am I really doing this because I'm a good person and I feel like I'm a good person, or that I have to prove to people that I'm a good person because inside I don't feel like it? Am I a good healer, or am I here trying to receive something from being a healer? Things like that. I'm just saying, not to critique anybody here, but the reality is, I feel like the self-doubt right here, this feels 333. Shut up. That is like such a huge number, okay? But this is definitely a person that has a very overactive divine feminine energy, is extremely empathic and extremely giving, but doesn't know how to do it to themselves first. Okay? And the only way that we can be real healers is to heal yourself first. And healing yourself first means that you know your worth and your value, and you know when a person's trying to screw you over. This person's potential is not there. It's what you would do in that person's situation. Okay? I think potential is legit the biggest lie of the dark side, because it's you thinking that this person can be something that you perceive them being because you perceive yourself in that person's shoes. I'm just saying, be careful, because ego can present themselves as altruism also. And then whoever doesn't know what that word means could look it up. Next thing, March 8th, Venus, Aries. Venus is in Aries, Saturn is in Aries, Neptune is in Aries, and they all play a fun game with each other with a big conjunction. That is your truest, authentic desires linking up with the passion to be able to do it, the discipline to be able to do it, and receiving mental downloads about how you should create it. Because all of you, mind, body, and spirit, are aligning to bring forth that authentic self of yourself. Okay? So, that being said, let's see what's going to come up with that. Honestly, those first two cards make me feel like somebody needs to turn on their villain. They have them too muted. It's what I call Guilla de Espíritu Santo. That means feeling like you want to be the Holy Spirit. You choose them. Third party, betrayal, replacement. That one following, Nothing adds up. Um, Inconsistency, suspicion, gut knowing. Then we have, a whole mess came out, so I'm going to just go down the line. Then we have rehearsing the past, mental script, guilt. Guilt goes with shame, and self blame. Next, the tea is cold now. No more drama over it, past experience. Can't move on. Stuck loop, missing them, no closure. You know what? I feel like whatever is going to be revealed to you that March 3rd, where you're starting to notice that you're continuing a loop, it's going to trigger revenge and vengeance about the second week on the 8th of March. Why? Because I feel like you're going to be like, this person thinks I'm stupid. They keep playing me. What do they think? That I'm just here to do this and that for them. I can't believe they think, oh, because I'm nice, I'm stupid, or because I am a good-hearted person, you can step all over me. It sounds like on August 8th, my Cancer collective is going to be turning on that bitch mode, and it's about time it comes through. Okay? Because this person has been playing you for way too freaking long. And it's like, you know that show Snapped? That's what I feel. Or that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez, where, she did the victim thing and pobrecita her and poor thing. And then afterwards, she's like, F this. It's you and it's me. And I'm going to tell you something. I picked me 1,000 times over you. Oh, so sorry that you went through all these terrible things in your life. Maybe you shouldn't have opened the door to it, because those decisions you act like are the problem. Like, legit, this is a person. I am talking to somebody that literally snaps. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it yesterday. I'm over it today. And I will always be over it tomorrow. And that's that. Oh my God, somebody's giving me a toot. I feel like I just want to snap. I'm so angry. All of a sudden, it's just kind of like, what? What are you doing? Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I don't see what you're trying to do? Like, what? That's what this feels like. I feel you, Cancer. I'm in that with you. I can feel it. It's like this, who the hell do they think they are kind of that energy. The next thing that comes up is March 10th. March 10th, Jupiter goes direct finally in Cancer. So what I'm seeing is this energy where since November, we've been in this hurry up and wait energy, a lot of injustice, a lot of, dude, God, where the hell are you? Like, don't you see these people are screwing me over and you're just going to let them do that to me? This is when the dam breaks open and everything starts flowing in the correct order. A lot of people are going to be receiving from the universe. I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's see how that's going to be playing out for you guys, my Cancers. I have to say, you're already making me laugh, because it's like I'm already spicy. I can't even shuffle. Can you believe that? Hold on. Let me try this again, because that one was my hands were a little bit retarded on that one. Okay, let's see. What do we have to tell my Cancers for March 10th? The first thing that flies out is the book. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, the book of life. We have the woman, and this is Lady Justice. Do you see the scales? Do you see the light? Mm-hmm. And we have the bear. Shut up. Shut up. Cancer, you're going to make me laugh. This is, I got the receipts. I'm going to get this all squared away. There are things that you owe me, and you will pay every freaking dime plus interest for the BS that I had to go through, my pain and suffering. Because this literally feels like I'm throwing the book at them. So this can be that some of you guys will be going to court with some people and get those people checked off. But for others of you, this feels more spiritual. And this is some supreme karma. This person, these people, whoever it is, if it's more than one or not, everybody owes you a F ton. And God will give you, let's call it God, right? God will give you the grace. Oh, that's a psalm. God will give you the grace of being able to have a table full of food, and you sit down and eat, and them starving, and they see you eat, and they won't even get crumbs. That's what that feels like. It feels real good. That feels real good, but I know not everybody will understand how good that feels. Well, some people be like, oh my God, we shouldn't smile about people's misfortunes. Bitch, sometimes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Sometimes they deserve it. The first thing we got is the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Hmm. 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 And the Knight of Cups. Hmm. All I'm saying is when it's time for you to receive and them not receiving, that's not for you to give them grace. That's all I'm going to say. We have the World card after that, and we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Mm-mm-mm. And that comes with the double 55. Five of Cups and the Five of Swords tell me this is just not going to be bad for these fools. Oh my God. What I'm seeing here is that their defenses will be gone. Okay, whatever they had to balance out their material world, you know, the people that they had that they would rub shoulders with and talk to so that they can get those opportunities, the resources that they have that they can finagle in and get that money that they needed so that they can get ahead and all that kind of stuff, you know, all that kind of stuff. Their sweet tooth that they had to kind of F with you because they had all these connections. That sweet talking thing that they have with the Knight of Swords, that's coming to an end because we have the World card. That's a completion of a cycle, and you're going to be free because the Eight of Swords in reverse. But what I am seeing is that when you're free, holy crap, I think it's going to be bad for this person because they're going to have to like scrummage around the world for the resources they used to have, for the connections that they used to have. And I'm seeing them with a supreme headache about the fact that it's time for them to pay their freaking karma. You know, they didn't. In the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Tell me you. This is like divine justice. This is things balancing out. The scales have been in their benefit, whoever this person is, for way too long. And I keep hearing in Spanish, te vieron cara de pendejo, which that would be they played you for a fool, even though it sounds so much better in Spanish. And they thought that you were some kind of dumbass, and they thought that they were never gonna get checked, right? I'm looking forward to how that's going to play out. And I'm not even a Cancer, but I do have two Cancers that are very close to my heart. So yes. Then we have March 26th. March 26th, the moon is conjunct Jupiter. And the important thing is the moon is in Taurus. So this is the energy of the beginning of the month, returning back. But with Jupiter not being held back, but being free. And they're making friends. So this is like even more justice that is coming towards you. I want to see how this is going to affect you. Anchor. Shut up. I think. Whoop. The first thing that flew out. Sorry, all of a sudden I can't talk. Is anchor. Hold it together, getting a grip, heaviness, and chained up. I think that's them. They're going to feel anchored. Why? Because they put you in anchor for... Shut up. I told you I saw court. Here's the justice again. Legal matters, court visits, legal papers, divorce. And then we have party, having fun, clubbing, risky, fun with friends. And I don't think it's just that individual that messed with you that's going to play out conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility, irreconcilable. I have to say, this is not just that one person that messes with you. It's like them, their friends, their loved ones, their partners, whoever benefited from keeping you where you're at in any way, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, all of them getting chained up. You know what? Sometimes I think these people need to, oh wow, look in the bottom, it says extreme, to the extreme. And it says harshness, cutting off, erect decision. So, and once it's done, they're stuck there. Because you know what? They kept you there for a very long time, and it's about time they stayed there. I don't know who they are, but legit, this looks spicy. This looks like finally getting justice. Like real justice, not that BS justice. Like enough where you get reparations for all the wrong that was done to you in every time, every space, every dimension, every direction, every form, every frequency, every element. Okay? That is the justice I'm talking about. Let's see what else the tarot wants to tell you to close up here. 333 might be an important number for you. We have the 8 of Cups. And this is important because look at this. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, bitch. We have the 8 of Cups and snake around the cups. This feels like the snake is leaving your life. And it's because of the whatever gets triggered in the eclipse, because I can't get over that lunar eclipse in the background. Shut up with the tower right after it. The 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Temperance, the 9 of Pentacles, and then the last one that comes out is the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to look more into the Page of Pentacles because I think this has something to do with you. But what I'm seeing here is like finally this snake energy that has been lingering around you. And this feels like years. This doesn't feel like 1 or 2 years. This feels like 10, 20 kind of years is finally going to break free from you. And then the energy of, I want to say conflict, destruction, action is going to be coming towards them in such a way where you're going to be victorious, because I have 5 and then 1 of Ace of Wands. That's 6 of Wands. And then Temperance, because things are finally balancing out. Justice is finally coming to you. And 9 of Pentacles, because you're going to be free of them. Double free, I'm seeing. I want to see what this Page of Pentacles is all about. 9 of Wands. Oh, this is a warning. Death card, 4 of Swords. This is a warning. This is a warning for you. You now are going to be free. Be careful who you invest with. Because if you decide to help them calling to you when they're in the prison, that's going to lead to death. The end of this positive thing that is coming in your life. And that's a double death because we have the 4 of Swords and you're going to go back to sleep. This is something that I have to tell you. And I said it, I think, in the beginning of the reading, and I'm going to repeat it. Sometimes we receive blessings because part of the justice that God gives us, or part of the, I want to say, punishment that it gives to the other person, is for you to receive blessings, for them to see it, and for them not to be able to live in a life where you are present in your blessings, if that makes sense, right? That's why that psalm says, God will prepare a table for you to sit on, and they will not be able to sit on the table. They will be hungry. They will be whatever, and you will not be giving them anything, because your job is to bask in that positiveness that you're in and then just watch you. If you give them of the blessing that they don't deserve because they didn't struggle like you did, they sided with the side that was supposed to be torturing you, and they lived very nicely in that side, right? Again, I don't know who the they are for you, okay? If you choose to give it to them, you lose it, because it's supposed to be a punishment for them. And if you choose to go with them because, I don't know, you think you are Jesus in the cross, if you take your Jesus off the cross because you decide, oh, I'm going to be helping my neighbor, blah blah blah. Oh, God says that we're supposed to be so good to our to people that are less fortunate, blah blah blah. Okay, good for you. But then that means that you're like them and you deserves to be there. And I know that somebody's going to probably have a problem with those words and that thought process. But the reality is that a snake lives in the ground. And if you try to make it live in a house with a human, it will eventually do what snakes do. Because the snake was never supposed to be in that house. It was supposed to stay in the ground. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I feel like I need to let you know that the only one that can sabotage your happily ever after at this point, at this juncture in March, is you, by helping the wrong person. If they burned you once, if they burned you twice, why the hell are you going to let them burn you a third, fourth, and fifth time? They chose their side. Let them live in it. If they wanted to swim in shit, then, and they liked it because they were keeping you there, and now that you're not swimming in the shit, doesn't mean that you got to jump in there to try to take them out. They wanted shit. Let them be there. It's all I'm going to tell you. Even though I'm keeping on repeating it to you, because I think that some people will foolishly decide to help those that shouldn't be helped. Anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you so much for being here till the end. Remember that my 9-week meditative series where we're clearing out all your chakras so that we can create a channel to your divine source energy is going to start in March. And I have a package deal where you can sign up to all of them. Ends up being very cheap if you do the whole package deal, or you can sign up for one at a time. Also, I'm going to have a masterclass to teach you how to do manifestation. And this is uniting your mind, body, spirit, alchemy to be able to do it. And this includes all materials and everything. It's in my website. All these things that I offer is in person. And I know that's unfortunate for some of you that can't travel all the way to Elgin, Illinois. But my reality is the fact that I think that this is for the people that are in the same reality that I am in. Okay? So that's all I can say about that. If you're interested in something like that, you can go to my website and check it out. I hope that helps you, and we'll see you next time.